welcome to your February edition of Infectious, a special showcase of all the very best femme and non-binary drag performers in the UK, lovingly entitled Evolution. My name is Salmonella. I'll be your host for this evening, guiding you through this Saturday night of drag as 14 of the very best drag performers wow you, distract you from the COVID stuff that's going on, take all your troubles away, and most importantly, entertain you on this Saturday evening. Now, I am not intending for this event to be like some form of exposition or an introduction to how diverse our scene is. I am intending for it to be a reminder and a celebration of how diverse our scene is. While of course, there is one sort of commonality linking all of the performers that are on the card tonight. Why they were also booked is because they are some of the most talented, hardworking, gorgeous creatures that I've ever seen in my life. And as someone who's mask presenting in the drag scene, I think it's important for someone like me to recognise the privilege that I have, whether I know it or not, as someone who presents as male, and it's important for me to extend that privilege and to highlight some of the incredible talents of those who maybe aren't as well represented by things like RuPaul's Drag Race or other mainstream forms of drag. As I said, it's not an introduction, it's a reminder. Now, before I get into tonight's event, I want to just draw your attention to the little comments section at the side of my screen, of your screen. I think it's on your right, but my left, one of the two. Anyway, in this screen is your comment section. There'll be a live chat running as the show airs on this Saturday, and fingers crossed it's a Saturday this time. And this is where you can show all of the artists on show tonight all your appreciation, all your love. Give them a yes, give them a on your cell. Tell them that you really like the way that they've shot something. I don't know, like all positive forms of appreciation in the comment section at the side. Just put my hair out my face. And in that comment section as well, rolling throughout the show, we will have the show's PayPal link, which is paypal.me/infectiousglasgow, where you can send any kind of tips, a wee pound, a fiver, or tenner if you want, an OD into for one voucher, a bus ticket that gets you to Rutherglen and back. I don't know why you would want to go there, but everyone each to their own. Anything you can give to the performers at that PayPal link, that will be split between all of the performers on the cast tonight after the show, and you will also have the performers' individual PayPal links circulating throughout there whilst their number is on the screen. And as I said, it's a place for positivity. Take your petty quarrels elsewhere, take your shite, wrap it up in a ball, and I don't know, go and watch Ant and Dec Saturday Night Takeaway or something, because this isn't the place for that. This is Infectious. This is a safe space, and it is the place where we celebrate drag, most importantly. Now, I know what you're thinking. I kind of look a bit like fucking cave girl mixed with Linda Nolan. No, I'm just kidding. I know what you're thinking. Maybe I should shut up talking and let the real people do the work. Think of me as like the real professionals do the work. Think of me as like the polite waitress who guides you to your table, but it's her first night on the job and she doesn't really know what she's doing. But there's 14 chefs in the back who are doing the real work. They know what goes in a bouillabaisse. I don't fucking have a clue. So I'm just gonna, sit here, look pretty-ish, and let the professionals do the work. And up first, we have an absolute cornerstone of the Scottish drag scene. He is arguably the king of kings, and I'm not talking about Henry Larson. That's a reference that one person at home will get. He is the king of kings. He is the winner of the Suck You pageant in 2019, and most importantly, he's my flatmate's drag father. So please put your hands together at home for our opening act this evening, the one, the only, Andy Kist.
You're a monster.
I can swallow a bottle of alcohol in her. Feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the car dealer. My whole squad's in here walking around the party. A cross between a zombie apocalypse and Bobby the Rain Heenan, which is probably the same reason I wrestle with mania shades in this bitch. I'm posse up. Consider it to cost me a costly mistake if they sleeping on me. The hoes better get insomnia. ADHD hydroxy cut. Pass the Kavasi. In AA with an AK melee. Finna set it like a play date. Better vacate, retreat like a vacay, mayday. This beat is cray cray, Ray J, H-A-H-A-H-A. Laughing all the way to the bank, I spray flames. They cannot tame or placate the monster.
You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters.
Gun to the fire spitter,
Monster, blood on the dance on the Louis V carpet.
fire, gun to the fire.
Monster, blood on the dance on the Louis V
I'm just a product of the cricket onyx. Told him Nick the balls had him just appalled. Did so many things that pissed him off. It's impossible to list them all. And in the midst of all this, I'm in a mental hospital with a crystal ball, trying to see what I still be like this tomorrow. Whisper dog voices whisper. My fist is ball back up against the wall, pencil drawn. This is just a song to go ballistic on. You just pull a pistol on the guy with a missile launcher. I'm just a Loch Ness, the mythological, quick to tell a bitch go off like a fifth of vodka. When you twist the top of the bottle, I'm a
monster. You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters.
gun to the fire spitter,
Monster, blood on the dance on the Louis V carpet.
fire, gun to the fire.
Monster, blood on the dance on the Louis V.
If you never gave a damn, raise your hand, cause I'm about to set trip. Vacation plans, on point like my index is. So all you will ever get is some motherfucking finger. Prostate exam. How can I have all these fans that perspire like a liar's pants? I'm on fire and I got no plans to retire. And I'm still the man you admire. These chicks are spazzing out. I only get more handsome and flyer. I got them passing out like what you do when you hand someone flyers. And what goes around comes around just like the blades on the chainsaw. Cause I caught the flag, but my dollar stacked right off the bat like a baseball. Like kidding, bitch, I got them racks with so much ease that they call me Diddy. Cause I make bands and I call getting cheese a cakewalk. Yeah, bitch, I'm a player. I'm too motherfucking stingy for share. Won't even lend you an ear, ain't even pretending to care. But I tell a bitch I'm area of Shabaria, face on my genital area. The original Richard Ramirez, Christian Rivera. Cause my lyrics never sit well, so they wanna give me the chair. Like a paraplegic and it's scary, call it Harry Carry. Cause every time I'm digging Harry Carry, I'm marry a motherfucking dictionary on. I'm swearing up and down, niggas spit this shit's hilarious. It's time to put these bitches in the obituary column. We wouldn't see eye to eye with a staring problem. Get the shaft like a staring column. Trigger happy, pack heat, but it's black ink. Evil half of the bad meats. Evil that means take a backseat, take it back to fat beats with a maxi single. Look at my rap sheet. What attracts these people is my gangster bitch like Apache with a catchy jiggle. I stack chips, you better got a half-eaten Cheeto. Filling with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, I'm intimate him. I don't wanna hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage. I'm murdering again. Nobody will evade him. Finna kill him and dump the fucking bodies in a lake, obliterating everything is generated. Renegade him, hit him, make anybody who want it with the pin and frame. Don't nobody want it, but they're gonna get it anyway. Cause I'm beginning to feel like I'm mentally ill. I'm until a killer be killed. I'm a killer, be the vanilla gorilla. You're bringing the killer within me out of me. You don't wanna be the enemy of the demon who in me. Or being the receiving enemy. What stupidity it'd be. Every bit of me's the epitome of a spitter when I'm in the vicinity. Motherfucker, you better duck or you finna be dead the minute you run into me. 100% of you is a fifth of a percent of me. I'm about to fucking finish you, bitch. I'm available. You wanna battle? I'm available. I'm blowing up like an inflatable. I'm undebatable. I'm unavoidable. I'm unevadable. I'm on the toilet bowl. I got a trailer full of money and I'm paid for. I'm not afraid to pull them. Man, stop. Look what I'm planning.
Make some socially responsible noise at home for Andy Kist, giving you a Godzilla fantasy epic digital drag experience there. I'm trying to think of superlatives and I know I sound disingenuous, but honestly, it was great. Andy is truly a myth, a legend amongst us all, and I have so much respect for what they do. I think one of the best performers I've ever seen. In fact, it's been about a year since Andy performed at Infectious. He performed at the last live one back in Nice and Sleazy, our Laughter and Queer special back in February 2020. If ever you get the chance to see Andy do stand up, it is some of the funniest shit you'll ever see. It's funnier than me. Especially me. But thank you very much, Andy, for sending that performance in. As I said before Andy's number, the PayPal link for the show, paypal.me/infectiousglasgow, will be circulating throughout the chat throughout the evening. I said throughout a lot in that sentence there, fuck me. So send any tips you want that way, and of course Andy's PayPal link will be in there as well if you want to tip him individually, which, why wouldn't you? Come on, let's face it. But we're going to keep things moving on here at Evolution, and we're going to move on to a relative newcomer to the world of drag. This is someone who I discovered when I did Scarlet Fever, who you will see later on in the show. I did Scarlet Fever's show Housebound Queers a few weeks ago, just at the end of January I think it was, and this next performer made their drag debut on the show and blew it all away with a rendition of Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. I cannot wait for you to see what this queen has in store for us this evening. Please put your hands together. She's a queen from down south. I can't remember where, but down south, and I believe this is her second performance ever, certainly her second digital performance. So put your hands together at home for the gorgeous, the stunning, it's Christella Pixie.
Now come on, come all to this tragic affair. Wipe off that makeup, what's in is despair. So throw on the black dress, mix in with the lot. You might wake up and notice you're someone you're not. If you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you can find out firsthand what it's like to be me. So gather round, piggies, and kiss this goodbye. I'd encourage your smiles, I'd expect you won't cry. Another contusion, my funeral jag. Here's my resignation, I'll serve it in drag. You've got front row seats to the penitence bar. When I grow up, I want to be
give it up for Christella Pixie. Wasn't that amazing? Like, second performance. I remember my second performance, and I've blocked it out because of the trauma associated with it. But that was absolutely amazing. Christella is absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to see what she does next. I mean, like I remember when I started drag, and you know, it's difficult sort of navigating your way through the scene, trying to sort of get that next gig to sort of prove yourself and, you know, get that opportunity to get on a stage or a screen of sorts and really sort of flex your performance muscles, as it were. But Christella really is someone to watch in the UK drag scene, and I can't wait to see what she does next. It's from the first performance that I saw of hers a few weeks ago to that tonight, it was just stellar. It was Christella. I'll see myself out. No, I'm just kidding. You're stuck with me for another 12 links. But no, thank you, Christella, for sending that in. That was awesome. So we're going to keep things moving up, and we're going to come right back up to Glasgow for another stalwart of the Glasgow drag scene. Now, I first met this next performer about 3-4 years ago when I started drag. She first made herself known as the photographer of Mother Tucker, and then transitioned into performing, and has become one of my favourite performers to watch, especially in the digital age of drag. She's so visually visually captivating and stunning, and just everything she does has like the best attention to detail, and I can't wait to see what she has in store for us tonight. So please welcome to the stage the legend, the icon, the star that is Miss Juniper Lovelace.
And the masters of the universe. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull,
Eyelashes are 7 feet long. People stop, they stop and stare. They wanna know if I got 'em glued on, but I woke up and they were there. I was born with makeup on, mani petty and everything. Normal babies whine and cry, but I could only sing. You don't even know what to do with me. I came from your cotton candy dreams. Oh, I'm softer than a daisy. If you cut me, I'd bleed pink. I'm bleached blonde, baby. That's how God made me. Not everyone was born as perfect, but it's just not pretty to bear. I'm bleached blonde, baby. That's how God made me.
and Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor."
Like something that seeks its level. I wanna go to the devil, I wanna be evil. I wanna spit tax. I wanna be evil and cheat at jacks. I wanna be wicked. I wanna tell lies. I wanna be mean and throw mud pies. I want to wake up in the morning with that dark brown taste. I wanna see some dissipation in my face. I wanna be evil. I wanna be mad. But more than that, I wanna be bad.
I want him kneeling at my feet.
It's not her you want, it's me. It's always been between us.
I can't fight this feeling any longer.
has grown stronger. I only wish I had the strength to let it show. I tell myself that I can't hold out forever. I say there is no reason for my fear, 'cause I feel so secure when we're together. You give my life direction, you make everything so clear. And even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight. You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night. And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might.
Everything comes to he who waits. And I have waited so very long for this moment.
Hurry!
And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It's time to bring this ship into the shore and throw away the oars forever. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started.
The right way is the best way. Until later.
Give it up for Juniper Lovelace with that amazing homage to He-Man and Skeletor. One of my favourite things about watching Juniper perform is that she's brought these like cartoon characters back to life that I remember from like my childhood and stuff. I remember her first performance at Mother Tucker. She did Penelope Pitstop. It was for, I think it was for Cartoon Week, and it was just, I got the references and it was amazing. It's always a joy to watch Jennifer perform, because as I said before I brought her number on, she just puts like an insane amount of effort into everything that she produces, and there's such an attention to detail. It's great. And a special shout out to her for including closed captioning in her performance. I think accessibility is so important in this day and age. You know, you've got to make, especially in the realm of digital drag, you've got to make things more, you've got to sort of cover all bases. I would like to apologise for the fact that there are no there's no sort of like included subtitles on this. I did try, but with my accent, I'm from Kilmarnock, it was it was a struggle, but there is that. There's the option at the side of the page as well. But thank you very much, Juniper, for sending that number in. It was absolutely awesome. And as I said at the beginning of the show, I was going to say beginning of the podcast there, a little force of habit, but beginning of the show. In the comment section, there is of course the PayPal link. It's paypal.me/infectiousglasgow. Any tips you send there will be split between the performers at the conclusion of the show, or whenever they stop coming in. Don't stop them coming in. Just give us the money. Drag's expensive. Not for me, but for other people. But that's going through there, and of course all the individual performers' PayPals are in there as well if you would like to tip them separately. Now we're going to stay in Glasgow for our next performer. Now she is one of the best, one of the kind of most preeminent, like, burgeoning talent of the last couple of years. She was nominated for Best Newcomer at the Glasgow Drag Awards in 2020, which was the last night out I think we all had together. And she's also the winner of a Trigger's competition for up and coming drag artists, Strictly Come Drag, in 2019. I just love this next person so much because she's just like such a like big ball of happy energy backstage. She's just such a cool person to hang out with, and she's giving you something with a little bit of religious allegory to it, some sort of darker themes explored in this next number, but having seen it, it's absolutely incredible. So let's bring to the screen the one, the only Brooke Mark.
What do you believe when everyone is watching? What do you believe? What do you believe when nobody is watching? What do you believe? Keep telling yourself that you've been playing nice and go beg for forgiveness from Jesus the Christ. Beg for forgiveness from Jesus the Christ. Beg for forgiveness
Give it up for Brooke Mark with that amazing performance. I always think of Brooke as like this sort of like glamorous, like pristine, well put together queen. So it's nice to see like her darker side and her getting pure like nitty gritty and stuff to that number. It was awesome. I love watching Brooke perform so much, whether it's on a stage or on screen. She's been popping up at digital shows here and there during this seemingly endless era of digital drag, but it's always a joy to have her, and I'm glad that and this is the thing about digital drag though, I've got to have people at Infectious who I didn't get the chance to because we were active as a live show for such a short time, as it was like a monthly show. So it's good to sort of like reach out to performers maybe from further afield, or who or maybe like I wanted to have it Infectious, but then we had to like move to the digital age. So it's exciting in that respect, I think, with digital drag, and it's with that thought in mind that we move on to our next performer, who is coming to us all the way from London. Now there really is no end to this next performer's talents. Violinist, soprano, theatre costume designer, singer, drag king, all of it. This next performer has it all. I cannot wait for you to see what they have in store. So I'm going to stop talking and bring them on. Please welcome to the stage Fran Sparkly Pants.
Everybody says it's just like Bobby.
one more time at home for the amazing Fran Sparkly Pants. That was absolutely incredible. There's just there's like this little twinkle in Fran's eye when they perform, and it's just really captivating to see. You can just tell for sure that Fran is someone who has an incredible stage presence as a performer, and I can't wait to get down to London when all this is over and see them perform. Thank you very much, Fran Sparkly Pants, for sending that in. My God, like the cast have been killing it so far tonight, haven't they? And we've got so much more in store for you coming up here on Evolution. But up next is a performer who I first met 3 long years ago in the Edinburgh drag scene when I used to perform at shows like the Rabbit Hole and Lip Line. I would get the mega bus through, it was stinking, but I first met this performer at those shows. I think she's absolutely hilarious, and we recently reconnected because she now lives in Newcastle, and she and another performer who we'll see later tonight, Frida Safik, hosted a digital drag night at the theatre back in November, which I had the absolute privilege and honour of performing at, and I can't wait for you to see what she has in store for you tonight. She had made waves around the Scottish scene, performing in Glasgow, Edinburgh, all around the towns and everything, and is now a stalwart of the Newcastle drag scene. The gorgeous, the stunning, please welcome Ivy.
You don't haunt me like I want you to. You just move through me the way I used to move through you. It's seeping in now, so crystalline, like crinkled napkins backseat of a limousine. It's now, it's almost midnight on New Year's Eve. You're not going to a party, so you don't have to leave. And I am here at home, happier than you'll ever be. Knowing if you drop the ball, this New Year's Eve. Melancholy high is my predilection. It's bad, but it's better than a life without conviction. It's seeping in now. Go ahead, make me wait. When you're here, you're good, but darling, you were never
Stepped on the dress, but yeah, that's fine.
Give it up for Ivy with that New Year's Eve themed performance. Remember when New Year's Eves were as wild as that? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but my New Year's Eve for 2020 going into 2021 was just a little quiet one in the flat with my flatmate because we couldn't have people around. And it's probably the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. There's nothing worse than being hungover during lockdown, but I digress. Thank you very much, Ivy, for sending that in. That is exactly the kind of stupidity that I come to expect with one of Ivy's performances. It just makes me giggle, honestly. Makes me laugh. But thank you very much, Ivy, for sending that in. My God, like I'm absolutely blown away by the standard of talent and the performances that we've seen this evening, and like I said, there's plenty more to come. And as I've been saying kind of all throughout the show, if you're enjoying any of the performances, then feel free to send a wee tip over to paypal.me/infectiousglasgow. All the tips received there will be divvied up and distributed to the performers at the end of the show or whenever they stop coming in, and we'll have individual PayPal links going through. Oh, there's I can't remember Boris. We will have individual PayPal links for all our performers in the chat box at the side. Or it was about Michael McIntyre, I don't know. But yeah, they'll be there. So tip your performers. Drag takes a lot of work and a lot of time, and especially in digital drag, for not a lot of reward. So, anything you can give would be greatly appreciated by the performers. But we're going to keep things moving here with our performances here at Evolution with another exciting performer that I discovered at. I say I discovered like a fucking Simon Cowell or something. That I first sort of clapped eyes on. It was at Scarlet's show, again, Housebound Queers, which was on YouTube at the end of January, and I was just blown away by the next performer. And they have a little comedy sketch prepared for you. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I love a good comedy sketch, whether that be stand-up or a number or whatever it is. I'm going to stop talking. I've only had half a can of beer while recording this, so that's telling of how far my alcohol tolerance has dropped during lockdown. But please welcome to the screen the incredible Dandy Issues.
Tonight, the First Aid restaurant opens its doors to singletons from all over the country, including a very special drag king all the way from Bournemouth.
Hi, my name's Dandy Issues. I am too old. I'm here today to find love, and that's not because my friends, family, work colleagues, people I'm in close proximity with, and my neighbours all think that I need to be married off in the next year or so.
Dandy is hopeful that tonight one of his many standout qualities will help him find true love.
People say that my best qualities are that I'm absolutely charming, my good looks, my absolute modest personality. What's not my best trait? My hair today.
And what message would Dandy like to say to their date tonight?
What am I hoping to get from today? I think I'm going to expect some of the pee. What's the pee? Probably the coffee I had from 3 minutes ago because I can't handle my caffeine.
Fighting talk there.
Most people go in wanting the pee, but I'm bringing the D tonight. The D for dinner.
Let's see how Dandy and their date gets on.
Yeah, my name's Dandy. Do you know, like, daddy issues? Not like I've got daddy issues or anything. It is really my name, Dandy Issues. Oh yeah, I'm a male comedian, yeah, making loads of money off that. Still chasing those paid gigs and such, and still the open mic slots, but let me tell you, the exposure. That exposure's gonna get me so far. Introvert or extroverted? Oh, I'm totally an introvert. My music tastes, I hear you say. Oh, well, my music taste is classically and refined. I'm talking about Black Parade from My Chemical Romance. Oh, no, my name's actually Dandy. It's not totally something else at all. No, wait, I'm an extrovert. Absolutely, I'm Not Okay. It's totally my favourite song from the album. What's the difference? Okay, look, my name isn't actually Dandy Issues. It's Dave from Xerox. Oh, no, sorry, miss, I don't work here. Connie, who works at finance over there, and she can't know this. She doesn't know that I do, like, open mic and stuff. No, Connie is not. Don't. Hey, yeah, ready to order. Oh, gosh, yeah. Anyway, tell me about yourself. What do I think of my date? I think she's lovely. Oh, you're a doctor? What am I having? Oh, I'm having pineapple on pizza. Totally the best option. Not controversial at all. My pet peeves. Oh, yeah, sure. I've got an album of them. Hang on. Look at how handsome Peeves is. Who undergrad in medical law. Bit on the quiet side and only asking questions about me. Look, there's him there. And then, oh, there we go again. And, oh my god, he's just such a handsome budger. Yeah, I want to have the pineapple on pizza, but with, like, extra sausage on it. Oh, you Googled me beforehand? Oh, thank god you just found the comics. And you say you feed children at the orphanage? Because there's nothing else on there from when I was in college. Oh, you feed children at the orphanage and you help the homeless people on the weekends. Oh no, I'm not compensating for anything much. But she hasn't asked me to ask her anything back, and when I ask her stuff back, it's like I'm staring into a camera, just looking into the void. Oh, I'll have the red wine, please. Yes, I believe that would go best with the sausage later. Do I know my wine? Oui, of course. Yeah, I think the date's going well. Like, she seems to be pretty into me. Do you want me to speak some French? Bonjour. No, I'm not a drag artist. This is the whole real thing. This tash is real. Look, see the hair? And I think we're going pretty somewhere nice and such. Je m'appelle Dandy. Je suis fatigué. Le omelette fromage. Oh, is that time? Ah, gosh. Well, I guess I have to run. I'm going to have to go and open mic. You know, you're welcome to join me. Do I think it's going for her? Well, I think I'm great, so... Oh, you don't want to? Yeah, that's fine and such. I'll cut your number though, right? I mean, I think she's enjoying it too. She didn't like it? She's not calling me back. Oh. But she stayed the whole time. But we're going to... Okay. It's fine. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Give it up at home for Dandy Issues. That was so funny. I remember watching that when it first came in and just thinking, wow, I really wish I could be that talented at writing comedy or putting comedy together. Thank you very much, Dandy Issues, for sending that in. Another great performance here on Evolution, but we're going to keep things moving swiftly along. And we're coming back up to Glasgow for this next performance, actually. This is quite possibly one of the best live performers I've ever seen. She is high energy, she's great at dancing, great at voguing. She will literally leave you agog at how good she is, and I can't wait for you all to see what she has brought to us for Evolution. She is another stalwart of the Glasgow scene, the gorgeous, the stunning, the talented, the frankly exhausting to watch because I can't keep up with that. But please welcome to the screen the one and only Purina Alpha.
The
give it up at home for Purina Alpha. That was absolutely incredible. I think, as much as I was saying before, how she's like a high energy performer and great on stage and stuff. Some of the digital work that Purina has put out during this kind of lockdown period this never-ending lockdown period has been absolutely incredible. I remember she put in a performance for Mother Tucker a few months ago, and just the visuals, and she's a really good lip syncer as well. Like, I feel like I'm just waxing lyrical about how good all these performers are tonight, but it's truly such an insane cast. I'm lucky to have them all. But thank you very much, Purina, for sending that number in. It's just such a good cast, man. I don't know what else to say. I should probably think of things to say because we've got 5 more performers to go, and this is flowing along smoothly considering it's pre-recorded. But anyway, we're going to move on to our next very special guest performer. Now, we had Ivy on earlier in the show from Newcastle. We've got another stalwart of the Newcastle scene, again, who is responsible for exposing my McDonald's mix to that section of the scene back in November at a night at the theatre. Truly just one of the most stunning people I've ever seen. She's, again, like Ivy, got a really stupid sense of humour, but there's just something like magic about this next performer, and I can't wait for you all to see what she's got. I feel like I'm saying that. I can't wait for you all to see what she's brought. Truly, words cannot describe this next performer. Please welcome to your screens the gorgeously talented Frida Safik.
You cannot make a change in the world unless you make a change within yourself first.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right.
As far as we know, there have been 5 major extinction events on our planet. Events caused by changes so severe that many species simply can't adapt and, as such, die out. Right now, we are in the midst of the Earth's 6th mass extinction.
A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change.
It's almost impossible to grasp as we go about our lives that the rest of life on Earth is experiencing destruction on the scale of that wrought by a colossal asteroid collision. Nature once determined how we survive. Now we determine how nature survives.
I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize there are some we know, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me.
One of the things Darwin's work has taught us is that we break nature's connections at our peril. Yet, break them we do at ever greater speed. The impacts of our growing population and our consumption now directly threaten our own future.
Starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change.
What we did to save the whales, we must now do for all nature. The natural world is not just nice to have. It fundamentally matters to each and every one of us. I've always believed that few people will protect the natural world if they don't first love and understand it.
Oh, stunning. Give it up for Frida Safik with that Earth-inspired number, and what a time to do a number like that when the planet is literally at a standstill. Thank you so much, Frida, for sending that in. I am literally rendered inarticulate by how good these people are tonight, honestly, like, just truly from top to bottom, such a great show. And as I've been saying all night long, if you are enjoying any of the performances, then head over to paypal.me/infectiousglasgow and send your tips there if you want to tip the cast as a whole, and the tips will be split across the performers at the end of the show, or whenever they stop coming in. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I can't wink, but you know what I mean. But if you want to tip the performers individually as well, then their individual PayPal links are circulating the chat next to me as well, and I will put all of the performers PayPals on social media after the show, so that if you are watching maybe on demand or on catch up, you know, because we're on the telly, then you can catch up in your own time and you can tip them in your own time as well, because as I've been kind of saying throughout, like, they've all just put such incredible work into the performances for tonight. Digital Drag, I feel, takes even longer because you have like all the different takes and stuff to go through and the editing process, you know, whereas like sort of live drag, you're in the moment and that's it, you just kind of go with it. But there's just so much time put into Digital Drag, so it would be great for the performers on show tonight to get a little something extra from it as well. But we're going to keep things moving on. We're going to move on to one of my absolute favourite people in the whole world. She is about to blow you away with an incredible wrestling inspired performance. She is, how do we describe her? She is an upcoming guest on my podcast Diva Grab a Chair, where I sit down with icons of the queer and drag communities every fortnight. It's all available on all podcasting platforms. She is a drag and burlesque extraordinaire. She is the rated R superstar of Scotland, Slay Guevara.
Was a girl with a wicked mind, but everything looks better when the sun goes down. I had everything, opportunities for eternity, and I could belong to the night. Your eyes, I can see in your eyes, you make me wanna die. I'll never be good enough. You make me wanna die, and everything you love will burn up in the light. And every time I look inside your eyes, you make me wanna die. Drink my soul, show me all the things that I shouldn't know. When there's a blue moon on the rise, I had everything, opportunities for eternity, and I could belong to the night. Your eyes, I can see in your eyes, everything in your eyes. You make me wanna die. I'll never be good enough. You make me wanna die. And everything you love will burn up in the light. And every time I look inside your eyes, I'm burning in the light. You make me wanna die. I'll die for you, my love, my love. I would lie for you, my love, my love. Make me wanna die. And I would steal for you, my love, my love. Make me wanna die. I would die for you, my love, my love. Will burn up in the light. And every time I look inside your eyes, I'm burning in the light. Inside your eyes, I'm burning in the look inside your eyes. You make me wanna die.
Give it up at home for Sly Guevara with an incredible homage to legendary women's wrestler Luna Vachon, who, was famous for not looking like, the kind of stereotypical like blonde Barbie type girls. Me. Back in the 90s, the kind of attitude era boom of wrestling, and she would constantly prey on the pretty girls, so it's nice to see her be sort of have like a tribute paid to her on this show. And who else would it be other than like the one other person in the scene who probably is more obsessed with wrestling than I am? But thank you very much, Sly Guevara, for that. Now you can catch Sly Guevara's episode of my podcast. I'm not performing, so I'm just going to plug it. Why not? On the 25th of March, available on all podcasting platforms. We will be discussing drag, wrestling, all that good stuff. But that's my ego stroke over. We're going to keep things moving on here at Evolution. We're coming towards the end. We've got just a handful of performers left to go, but as it has been for the show so far, we've got some incredible acts coming up, including the one that's up next. Now, when I introduced this performer at Infectious, and when they performed at Infectious 4 back in November 2019 when we were live and nice and sleazy, I just love watching this next performer go. Anything that you think you know about gender, this next performer is going to fuck it up for you. I've seen this performer perform as a drag queen, a drag king, and anything out with and in between. Truly one of the best. We last saw them at Infectious doing a little Fairy Tale of New York number where they played both the guy from the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl, who, in case you didn't know, died in a speedboat accident. Just in case you didn't know that. I don't know why I'm bringing that up in February, but I'm gonna stop talking shite, and I'm gonna bring onto the stage the insanely talented Asparagus.
I was busy thinking about boys. I was busy dreaming about boys. Head is spinning thinking about boys. I need that bad boy to do me right on a Friday, and I need that go on to wake me up on a Sunday. That one from work can come over on Monday night. I want them all. And when they finally leave me, I'm all alone. But I'm looking down at my girls are blowing my phone up. Them 20 questions they asking me where I'm at. Didn't hit it back. I'm sorry that I missed your part. party. I wish I had a better excuse, like I had to trash the hotel lobby. But I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys, boys, boys. Head is spinning thinking about boys. In every city I got one with different ringtones. Flying from LA all the way to Puerto Rico. My girls are calling me, asking me where I'm at. Didn't hit him back. I'm sorry that I missed your party. I wish I had a better excuse, like I can't even lie, you got me. I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys, boys, boys. Head is spinning thinking about boys. Don't be mad at me. Darling, I gon' stop it, even if I want it. Don't be mad at me. It's what you were saying, I was miles away, yeah. Don't be mad, not like I had a choice. I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys, boys, boys. I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys, boys, boys. Head is spinning thinking about boys.
Give it up at home for Asparagus with that insanely good number. Now, fun fact, that number was actually originally for a Pride festival, I believe, last year. So I'm very grateful for Asparagus for contributing that to the show tonight. I mean, again, just like the visuals and just the performance of it is just incredible. So thank you very much, Asparagus, for sending that in. Asparagus is another one. I just can't wait to see what they do next, honestly. And I feel like I'm saying that about everyone, but I truly mean it when I say it. Just a great talent, you know. Like Asparagus is one of the select few performers in history to have performed at a live Infectious and a digital Infectious. So, you know, Asparagus, if you're watching, that's something to put on your CV if you want. You don't have to, but you can if you want. But no, thank you very much. We're going to keep things moving on. I feel like I've said that a lot. We're going to keep things moving on here at Evolution with another absolute icon in the UK scene. They come to us all the way from Brighton, which is just, you know, it's beautiful, home of beaches and the Chalky Walky Doodah shop, and more importantly, great drag. Now, as I've kind of mentioned like sporadically throughout this broadcast tonight, I performed at this person's digital drag show Housebound Queers at the end of January, but I first discovered them when they competed in the illustrious Havana's Meltdown pageant back in the first era of lockdown. She did extremely well. She, you know, got really far in the competition and just wowed us with amazing looks and performances every single week, and no doubt she's going to do the exact same thing here tonight. So please welcome to the stage the incredible, the incomparable Scarlet Fever.
He got down on one knee, but I said no way. Packed my bags and moved into a nunnery. Joined the gospel choir, our riffs were on fire. At the top of the charts is where I'm gonna stay.
Henry sent me a poem all about my green sleeves. I changed a couple words, put it on a sick beat. The song blew their minds, next minute I was signed. And now I'm writing lyrics for Shake's EP.
Since my first son, our family's grown. We've made a band and got quite well known. You could perhaps call us the Tudor Von Trapps. I'm just kidding, we're called the Royaling Stones.
We're one of a kind, no category. Too many years lost in history. We're free to take our crown in glory for 5 more minutes. We're 6
what a shame, yeah, my face, it cost me the crown. So I moved to the House of Holbein in my hometown. His mates were super arty, but I showed them how to party. Now on my tour of Prussia, everybody gets down.
Music Man tried it on and I was like, bye. So I thought, who needs him? I can give it a try. I learned everything, now all I do is sing. And I'll do that until I die.
Heard all about these rocky chicks, loved every song and each remix. So I went out and found them, and we laid down an album. Now I don't need your love, all I need is 6.
Oh, that's lovely.
We're one of a kind, no category. Too many years lost in history. We're free to take our crowning glory for 5 more minutes. We're 6. Whoa, whoa, we're 6. Whoa, we're 6. Whoa, whoa, for 5 more minutes. It's the end of the show, of the history mix. We switched up the flow and we changed the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wise. But we wanna say before we drop the curtain, nothing is for sure, nothing is for certain. All that we know is that we used to be 6 wise. But now we're one of a kind, no category. Too many years lost in history. We're free to take our crowning glory for 5 more minutes. We're one of a kind, no category. Too many years lost in history. We're free to take our crowning glory for 5 more minutes. We're 6. Whoa, whoa, we're 6. Whoa, we're 6. Whoa, whoa, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more minute. We're 6.
Give it up for Scarlet Fever with another incredible performance. Scarlet for me has also been like one of the great highlights of digital drag. I remember her like her 6 performance, and she played all the different characters and other things where she's played multiple characters as well. It's the advantages of green screen, really. I'm telling you. Thank you very much, Scarlet, for saying that. And again, it's like another one of the kind of real benefits of the kind of digital era of drag. I probably wouldn't have discovered Scarlet as quickly as I did if she didn't come to prominence in like the Meltdown pageant and all these different artists from all over the UK and further afield, coming together and making these great shows, and like doing things like Housebound Queers and the Infectious that we've done, and Frida and Ivy's show back in November. It's really great just for us all to come together during what's like quite a challenging time for us, but no, it's great. So we are now coming to our final act of the evening. I can't believe we're there already. 14 out of 14. Now this next performer, again, absolute icon, legend. One half of the duo who bring you Glitterfy at Glitterfy back when we could go to live shows. They're in Manchester, a real star of the scene there, but someone who has made a name for themselves as a legend in the Scottish scene as well, appearing at shows like Hellbent and Mother Tucker and all of the great kind of shows. But most recently, she's become a regular performer at Infectious. She's done the last few, apart from the Doctor Who's one, and just incredible. In fact, her episode of Diva Grab a Chair airs today. It's available now on all podcasting platforms, so make sure you check that out. But I'm going to hand you over to our final performer. Now, I should say before this performance comes on, just a little disclaimer: it does include some flashing lights, so if you are sensitive to that kind of thing at home, then also exercise caution when watching the final performance of the night. It's coming to you from the iconic, the spooky, the glam. It is Mystify.
I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a window and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see devils walk by dressed in their Santa Claus. I have to turn my head until my darkness
Give it up for our final performer of the evening there at Mystify. What an incredibly satanic and devilish, spooky, ookie babadookie number, which we all come to know and love from Misty. What a great way to close the show with those, again, just amazing visuals and, I burped there, I'm so sorry. Just the incredible talent on display. Misty is a great way to close the show, I feel. And now we do talk about the representation of femme and non-binary people in the scene on the podcast, so give that a listen if you like. But in the meantime, that brings us to the end of Evolution, and hopefully it's not the last one. Hopefully this is just the first of many. There might be another one or two by the end of the year, depending on how long this lockdown goes on for. There might even be one in person by the time we get back to live shows. But I just want to give a massive thanks to all of the performers on the card this evening. We had Andy Kist, Christella Pixie, Juniper Lovelace, Brooke Mark, Fran Sparkly Pants, Ivy, Dandy Issues, Purina Alpha, Frida Sapphic, Slay Guevara, Asparagus, Scarlet Fever, and Mystify. And I have been your host throughout all of that. I am Salmonella. I'm going to be putting all of the PayPal links and the ways to support and follow each performer on my social media at the conclusion of this show, so you can look out for that on my Instagram, which is Salma_Nella_Queen, and my Twitter, which is Salmonella SCO. The SCO is short for Scotland or Scout, take your pick. And we'll have that communal PayPal link there as well, paypal.me/Infectious Glasgow. And of course, thank you to everyone at home watching. Were it not for you guys tuning in all the time and supporting Digital Dragon, supporting drag in general through COVID and through the lockdown, there wouldn't really be a reason for this. And again, I want us to take away from tonight, the all types of drag are valid, and I feel like this is hopefully a step in the right way to continuing that conversation about equality and about fair representation in the scene. And hopefully we'll get there by the time we get back into live shows. But in the meantime, there's nothing really else from me. Thank you again for tuning in this evening. Just a reminder to stay safe and wear masks and wash hands, and support Black lives and support trans rights throughout this lockdown, because now more than ever it's a challenging time for the affected parties. And continue to support local drag, and be kind. Just be kind. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. But I will leave you for this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.